What's the secret behind a tiny Mediterranean island with a history of surviving over 3,300 air raids, hosting an underwater city, and hiding one of the world's oldest temples? Malta isn't just a sunny getaway. It's a place where ancient wonders, wartime resilience, and breathtaking beauty collide. Multirati, from sunken cities and Cold War submarine bases to the legendary Ġgantija Temples older than Egypt's pyramids, this island will challenge everything you thought you knew about history, culture, and survival. Ready to uncover the shocking truths about Malta? Let's dive in. In World War II, Malta, a tiny Mediterranean island, endured one of the most intense bombardments of the entire war. Malta's strategic location turned it into a critical battleground, and between 1940 and 1942, it suffered through more than 3,300 air raids launched by German and Italian forces. During that time, over 30,000 buildings were destroyed, equivalent to leveling an entire city. For 154 days and nights, the island was under near constant assault. The events left countless families homeless, forcing many to flee to the countryside for safety. Despite the unimaginable hardships, the resilience of the Maltese people became legendary. In recognition of their incredible bravery, King George VI awarded the entire island the George Cross on April 15, 1942, a rare honor that speaks volumes about their courage and endurance. George indicated that it would be sufficient to save the women, king and queen alike, from the Germans. Despite the devastation, the fighting stopped in 1942, though it took years for Malta to recover. This chapter of history isn't just about destruction, it's a story of courage, perseverance, and hope. But Malta's history isn't just about resilience during wartime. Beneath its calm Mediterranean waters lies a hidden secret, a sunken city from the Bronze Age, waiting to tell its story. How did this underwater marvel come to be? And what does it reveal about Malta's ancient past? Lucky for us, Malta is home to some of the oldest freestanding structures in the world. While myths of a sunken Bronze Age city persist, archaeological evidence points instead to remarkable terrestrial sites, like the fortified Bronze Age settlement at Borg in Nadur and the megalithic temples of Hypogeum and Mdina. These ancient wonders highlight Malta's rich history, but the island's secrets don't end on land. Malta's underwater discoveries have revealed a fascinating maritime history. Submerged beneath its waters are shipwrecks spanning centuries, including one of the most significant finds, a well-preserved Phoenician shipwreck discovered in 2007 near Zosli Bay in Gozo. Dating back to the 7th century before Christ, it is one of the oldest shipwrecks in the central Mediterranean. Its cargo, including amphorae and grinding stones, sheds light on ancient trade routes that carried goods like wine and olive oil across the region. Taking these discoveries further, Malta inaugurated the world's first deep-water archaeological park in 2023, spanning 67,000 square meters off Ixlandi's coast. The park features sites ranging from the 2,700-year-old Phoenician shipwreck to wreckage from both world wars. This groundbreaking initiative allows divers and researchers to explore Malta's submerged cultural heritage firsthand. But Malta's ancient wonders don't end underwater. Did you know that just a short journey from this sunken city stands another marvel of human ingenuity? The Ġgantija Temples, older than the pyramids of Egypt, hold secrets that could redefine what we know about early civilizations. And yet, how is it possible they have withheld it from the public this long? The Ġgantija Temples on the island of Gozo, built between 3,600 and 3,200 years before Christ, are some of the oldest freestanding structures in the world. These ancient temples reveal a stunning level of ingenuity for their time. Constructed with a unique cloverleaf floor plan, the temples feature semicircular chambers connected by a central passageway. The builders used limestone blocks weighing more than 50 tons, all without the wheel or metal tools. Historians believe spherical stones may have been used as rollers to move these colossal rocks, a technique that continues to fascinate archaeologists. But what were these temples used for? Many experts think they served as ceremonial sites for fertility rites, as evidenced by numerous figurines and statues discovered at the site. Interestingly, local folklore attributes their construction to a giantess who, while carrying her child, built the temples using nothing but her strength, fueled by a diet of fava beans and honey. Today, the Ġgantija Temples are recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, preserving their legacy for future generations. As awe-inspiring as the Ġgantija Temples are, they aren't the only secret Malta is hiding. Beneath its turquoise waters lies something unexpected, a hidden submarine base from the Cold War era. But before we continue, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just press the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It means the world. It really supports this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Malta's strategic location made it a hub for submarine warfare, and on January 1941, the Royal Navy established the 10th Submarine Flotilla, famously called the Fighting 10th, on Manoel Island in Marsa Mixit Harbour. Operating out of HMS Talbot, the base was tucked within the historic fortifications of Manoel Island, providing a concealed and defensible location. It included docking and maintenance facilities as well as crew accommodations, many of which utilized structures like the Lazaretto complex. From this base, U-class submarines launched missions to disrupt Axis supply lines to North Africa, targeting resources critical to General Rommel's Africa Corps. Between 1941 and 1942, the flotilla sank more than 412,000 tons of enemy shipping, a devastating blow to Axis forces. However, this strategic position made the base a top target for Axis bombings. In 1942, relentless air raids severely damaged the facilities, forcing the flotilla to temporarily relocate to Alexandria, Egypt. The Fighting Tenth's operations, though shrouded in secrecy during the war, had a profound impact on the Mediterranean theater, contributing significantly to the Allied success in North Africa. Today, remnants of the base on Manoel Island stand as a solemn reminder of Malta's vital role in the war and the resilience of those who served there. Could Malta's overlooked contributions to the Allied war effort change how we view this tiny island's significance in global history? Let us know in the comments. What turned Malta from a barren island into one of the most formidable fortresses in history? When Emperor Charles V granted Malta to the Knights of St. John in 1530, they initially saw little value in its rocky terrain. However, its strategic location between Christian Europe and the Ottoman Empire changed everything. The Knights set out to transform Malta's defenses. Coastal watchtowers like the Vignacourt, Lascaris, and Deredin towers were strategically placed to monitor potential invasions along the coastline. In the Grand Harbour, the medieval Fort St. Angelo was heavily fortified and became the Knights' headquarters, playing a pivotal role in defending the island. Malta's capital, Valletta, was revolutionary for its time. Designed with a grid layout, the city allowed efficient movement and cooling sea breezes, blending functionality with defense. After their victory in the Great Siege of 1565, the Knights expanded Malta's fortifications, adding the Floriana lines and other advanced structures, making the island nearly impregnable. This transformation wasn't just about defense. It reflected the Knights' vision and architectural mastery. But the knights weren't the only ones to leave their mark on Malta. Hidden beneath the island's surface lies a mysterious underground site that predates even the knights. The House Afflini Hypogeum, an ancient subterranean wonder, is unlike anything you have ever seen. House Afflini Hypogeum is an ancient underground marvel from around 4,000 years before Christ. Discovered in the year 1902, this complex is one of the oldest prehistoric underground temples in the world, entirely carved out of rock, using tools made from obsidian and flint. The place served both as a sanctuary and a burial site for the temple builders. Its sophisticated design includes multiple levels, halls, chambers, and passages. What's truly remarkable are its acoustics, particularly in the oracle room, where sounds resonate throughout the chambers, likely enhancing ancient rituals. The walls of the Hypogeum feature delicate frescoes, which are among the oldest and best preserved examples of prehistoric art in Malta. These intricate spiral motifs and figurative scenes provide a glimpse into the lives of its ancient inhabitants. The precise construction of the chambers, the focus on acoustic properties, and the well-preserved human remains and artifacts suggest a highly advanced society. Since the year 1980, the Hypogeum has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site, though only a limited number of visitors are allowed each day to maintain its fragile environment. The mystery of how such an ancient civilization achieved this architectural sophistication is still largely unsolved, offering a haunting insight into Malta's prehistoric past and the advanced capabilities of its early people. But what connects an ancient underground temple built thousands of years ago to a sophisticated network of tunnels crafted centuries later beneath Valletta's streets? Malta's history seems to be woven together by its fascination with what lies below the surface. Beneath the bustling streets of Valletta lies a hidden world of underground tunnels and chambers, each with its own fascinating history. Established in the year 1566 by the Knights of St. John, Valletta was not only designed as a fortress, but also equipped with an advanced subterranean network. This included drainage systems and fresh water channels that were centuries ahead of their time, surpassing anything else in Europe during that era. Fast forward to the 1800s, when the British took control of Malta. They added a subterranean railway system connecting Valletta to nearby suburbs, an innovation that was later repurposed during World War II. These tunnels became life-saving air raid shelters, protecting residents from relentless Axis bombing campaigns. One of Valletta's most significant underground sites is the Lascari's War Rooms, located beneath the Upper Baracca Gardens. This underground complex served as the British war headquarters during World War II, where Allied forces coordinated major operations, including the 1943 invasion of Sicily. The underground network also includes crypts, cellars, and secret passageways. Beneath Valletta's entrance lies the last station of Malta's defunct railway system, its entrance discreetly hidden beneath the city gate. But what connects the underground secrets of Valletta to the bustling life of the Grand Harbour above? Stay tuned. The Grand Harbour, a natural deep-water port on Malta's eastern coast, has been a center of maritime activity since the 8th century before Christ, when the Phoenicians established it as a key trading hub. In 1565, after the Great Siege, the Knights of St. John fortified the harbour and founded Valletta, constructing defenses like Fort St. Elmo and Fort St. Angelo. These fortifications, still standing today, reflect the harbor's critical role in protecting Malta from invaders. During British rule, the Grand Harbour served as a major naval base and endured heavy bombing in the Second World War. Today, the harbour remains vital to Malta's economy, welcoming commercial ships, cruise liners, and leisure boats. Surrounding it are the historic three cities, Vittoriosa, Senglea, and Cospicua, offering a glimpse into Malta's rich culture. The Upper Baracca Gardens provide stunning views of the harbor and Valletta's iconic fortifications. The Grand Harbor isn't just about history. The Valletta waterfront, with its restaurants and entertainment, has become a vibrant destination. Festivals and events in the area celebrate Malta's unique heritage. What hidden stories link the bustling Grand Harbor to the silent, car-free streets of Mdina? Beneath the surface, Malta's history reveals connections between these two iconic locations that are as mysterious as they are fascinating. Nestled on a hill in the center of the island, Mdina is renowned as the Silent City, a name that perfectly captures its serene and timeless atmosphere, alongside its breathtaking medieval and Baroque architecture. This car-free sanctuary preserves its tranquil charm, allowing its narrow, winding streets to tell the tales of yesteryear. As you stroll through Mdina, it's like stepping into a bygone era. The imposing bastions, grand entrances to noble palaces, and silent streets resonate with the rich histories of noble families, some tracing their lineage back to the 12th century. Madame Zina's architecture narrates Malta's history visually, showcasing its Arab influences in the city's layout and Baroque embellishments on many building facades. At the heart of Madame Zina lies the awe-inspiring Cathedral of St. Paul. This architectural jewel attracts countless visitors with its grand exterior and stunning interior. As night descends, Mdina takes on a mystical aura. The lamplit streets cast enchanting shadows, creating an almost otherworldly experience for those who wander its paths after dusk. The city's unique blend of architecture, history, and ongoing preservation efforts make Mdina not just a tourist destination, but a crucial chapter in understanding Malta's extensive heritage. The Azure Window, a stunning limestone arch in WWII on Malta's island of Gozo, stood at nearly 92 feet and was celebrated worldwide. It even featured in productions like Game of Thrones. But on March 8, 2017, after heavy storms and centuries of natural erosion, this iconic structure collapsed entirely into the sea. The news shocked locals and tourists alike. Malta's then Prime Minister, Joseph Muscat, called the loss heartbreaking, while the Environment and Resources Authority described it as a significant blow to the country's natural heritage. One moment it stood tall, and the next it was gone without a trace, above water. Yet the story doesn't end there. Today, the Azure Window's remains rest underwater, attracting divers from around the world. Its scattered boulders and unique underwater landscape have turned the site into a diver's paradise. However, authorities initially urged caution, ensuring the area was safe before visitors explored. If you could dive to explore the underwater remains of the Azure Window, would you do it, or would you rather visit other natural landmarks still standing? Let us know your choice and why. Don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel to discover more interesting things. Malta's national dish is rooted in a tradition over 3,000 years old. Rabbit stew, known locally as stuffed talfinic, has a fascinating history dating back to the Phoenicians, who are believed to have introduced rabbits to the island. This dish isn't just a meal. It's an experience that ties generations together through a celebration called Fincata. Fincata is served in 2 courses. The first features spaghetti drenched in a rich sauce, while the second brings out the stew, paired with potatoes and fresh vegetables. But what makes this dish so unique? It's all in the slow simmering process, where the meat is cooked in wine and tomato sauce, creating a deep, savory flavor. Complete the meal, often served with a glass of local red wine. Although this stew remains a cherished dish, it's not as commonly enjoyed as it once was. However, you can still find it in restaurants across Malta, where it continues to represent the island's culinary heritage. Well, the beauty baron scoff is pretty splendid. Guesser might be a little startled by what she sees right outside the front door. Have you ever wondered what it's like to live in a place where social connections feel more like an extended family tree? On the small Mediterranean island of Malta, this isn't far from reality. With a population of just over 500,000 people, Malta is smaller than many major cities. Its size, combined with a deeply rooted communal culture, creates a social fabric where connections run surprisingly deep. Stroll through the streets of Valletta or any Maltese village, and you're bound to bump into someone who knows a friend, a relative, or even you. While it's not true that everyone knows everyone, it's often said that Maltese people are just a few degrees of separation apart. Family ties, community bonds, and shared traditions make Malta feel like a giant social web. This closeness is reflected in daily life and celebrations. At local fiestas, where towns honor their patron saints, it's common to meet someone who shares a connection to your family or circle of friends. A recent survey revealed that a significant percentage of Maltese people have mutual acquaintances or relatives in common, emphasizing just how interconnected life on the island can be. But Malta's surprises don't end here. Did you know that Malta's buses are among the most affordable in Europe, making it easier than ever to explore the island and meet its people? In Malta, buses are not just transportation. They're an experience. While they might not be the fastest or most punctual, their affordability makes them a game changer for budget-conscious travelers. A 2-hour bus ticket costs just $1.60 in the winter and $2.10 in the summer. For those planning to explore more extensively, the 7-day Explore card offers unlimited bus rides for roughly $22 for an entire week. That's your gateway to Malta's historic sites, beaches, and charming villages without worrying about extra costs. For residents or long-term visitors, the Talia card takes it up a notch. This card provides unlimited bus rides, completely free of charge for those eligible. It's like having the freedom to hop on and off without a second thought, all in Malta's iconic, colorful buses. But it's not just about saving money. Riding the bus gives you a chance to connect with locals, experience Malta's daily life up close, and take in the island's stunning landscapes, all while keeping your wallet intact. So, would you trade convenience for a chance to travel affordably and authentically? Let us know in the comments. With just 316 square kilometers of land, Malta boasts an astounding 670 cars per square kilometer. That's more than many larger countries. For the Maltese, owning a car is more than just a convenience. It's a way of life. It's common for families in Malta to own multiple cars, with some gifting their children a vehicle when they are of age. For an island with narrow streets and scenic alleys, this may sound like a recipe for congestion, but the Maltese have adapted remarkably. Daily life here revolves around convenience, and having your own car is often essential for getting to work, shopping, or running errands. Despite the sheer volume of vehicles, the streets of Malta flow like a carefully choreographed routine of cars, scooters, and pedestrians. The locals' laid-back lifestyle means they take it all in stride, showing how culture and necessity shape everyday life. But Malta's transportation story doesn't end here. Beyond the bustling streets lies a place of tranquility and wonder, the Blue Lagoon. With its turquoise waters and breathtaking views, it's a paradise unlike any other. What makes the water near Camino's Blue Lagoon so extraordinary that travelers from around the world can't resist it? This breathtaking destination is only accessible by boat, adding a sense of exclusivity to its allure. Once you arrive, you're greeted by water that isn't just blue. It's a striking shade of turquoise, unlike anything else in the Mediterranean. The Blue Lagoon is more than just a tranquil retreat. Its lively atmosphere is created by boats and catamarans dotting the waters, while swimmers of all ages dive into the crystal-clear shallows. Whether you're looking to unwind or join the buzz of activity, the lagoon offers something for everyone. For years, the Blue Lagoon has been a magnet for tourists drawn to its surreal beauty and inviting waters. Accessible yet pristine, it's one of Malta's most sought-after spots. However, due to its popularity, the Blue Lagoon faces environmental pressures. Visitors are encouraged to respect the natural habitat by avoiding littering, refraining from disturbing marine life, and adhering to designated swimming areas to help preserve this natural wonder for future generations. His long-living wife, she is precious to me, and we have time for 2 more dreams until the next content. Let's get to know this video. Please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.